Today, the war in Ukraine remains the single most dangerous conflict shaping global security. While headlines may suggest a stalemate, the reality on the ground and behind closed doors tells a different story. Military pressure is increasing, political patience is thinning, and the risk of escalation is quietly growing. This is no longer just about Ukraine and Russia. It is about Europe's future, global energy stability, food security. Today, we explain what has changed recently, why both sides are hardening positions, and why the coming months could be dangerous. The war began as a rapid shock to the international system, but over time, it evolved into a long war of endurance. Ukraine relies heavily on external military and financial support. Russia relies on manpower, industrial capacity, and strategic patience. Neither side has achieved a decisive breakthrough, and that is exactly what makes the situation unstable. Wars become most dangerous when victory feels distant, costs are high, and compromise is politically difficult. In recent days and weeks, fighting has remained intense across contested regions. Key developments include sustained artillery exchanges, increased drone usage, and pressure on logistics. Ukraine continues to defend strategically important areas while calling for consistent military support. Russia, meanwhile, signals that it is prepared for a prolonged confrontation, framing the conflict as existential. Importantly, neither side is signaling readiness for serious negotiations. That is a warning sign. Western involvement remains decisive. Ukraine's ability to continue fighting depends on military assistance, ammunition supplies, and financial support. At the same time, Western governments face domestic pressure. NATO leaders insist they will not be directly drawn into combat, but the line between support and escalation remains thin. Every weapons package is carefully calculated because miscalculation could widen the war. The war affects the world. Energy markets remain sensitive. Any escalation raises fears of supply disruption. Food. Ukraine and Russia are major agricultural exporters. Instability impacts global food prices. Economy. Higher energy and food costs feed inflation, tightening conditions for households worldwide. This stage is risky. Prolonged pressure creates desperation. Political timelines reduce flexibility. History shows that long wars often escalate suddenly, not gradually. There are three scenarios: extended stalemate, escalation, or forced negotiations. The first two appear more likely. Today's Ukraine war is not frozen, it is pressurized. Every month increases the risk the conflict spreads. This is why Ukraine remains the world's most dangerous flashpoint today. This is World Affairs Today.